Hello, folks. It has been a whirlwind of activity around these parts. Today, we're going to have some hot streams, you know it, but a couple days will be dialed back to the old 2-hour stream format. Due to necessity. How are you doing, Zen? What's up? Welcome. Drop a unit if you feel like it. We got Metroid on deck, of course. Stream goal. You know, I didn't have a chance to change the stream goal to Final Fantasy. The next one is Final Fantasy 13. I'm gonna do that now. It has been a heck of a day, folks. A heck of a day. I hope you're doing well, Zen. Thanks for being here early and on time. Alright, stream goal widget. Bit goal. We got 5,000, alright. Final Fantasy 13. Doing great? Awesome. That is a very good thing. Alright, man, I don't remember where... Ugh, I don't remember where we were. Oh yeah, good. Okay. That's okay. Okay, we had a save point right here. Tetsudo, what's up? Yes, and I hope you're not playing streamers with anybody else. Wait, it starts me back at like no health? Because that's where I saved? That's weak. Just give me my life back. How hard is that? Who can? What's up? Oh, goodness, what's up? I forgot how to play this game overnight, but some would say I never knew how anyways. Doing great, thank you. Forza Horizon 5, that game was great. Made my list this year. I am not typically a fan of racing games, which I wouldn't say Forza is. That's what's weird about that game for me. Yeah, okay, me too. And I have so much stuff to take care of, it's kind of ridiculous. What is the point of this whole thing? Oh, okay. Oh, man. I hate these things. Hey, Barry, what's up? Good. 10 more missiles. We like that. You know, yeah, Zen, I agree. You know what I'll say is I think that Forza Horizon 5 is a really great game. that it doesn't really care what you do, but it does care if you're having fun. Chances are you're gonna have fun. That's really the only thing it cares about, and that's why it succeeds. I got a doozy of an Unconfig week. I have boxes stacked in my room right now, like you wouldn't believe. And on top of that, I got fridge issues, you know what I mean? Like, today has not been kind to the D. That said, it is great to see everybody. Hey, Izzo, what's up? How you doing? We'll have a nice stream, you know, some Metroid, the Metroidvania. By the way, I also acquired Mario Party today. Winter nicely provided that, so we'll play that for sure at some point on stream. Not sure when. Obviously, we're committed to the stream goal. Metroid. Hey, Salty, how's it going? And yeah, everyone's not wrong. This is the best stream on the internet. That's actually true. Nice, Salty, very nice. Whoa! Look at that! I don't believe it. Yo, Team Kayla, thank you so much for the raid. I popped by your stream earlier. You were getting the workout of a lifetime on Ring Fit. I gotta try that game out. Thank you so much for the amazing raid. Hello, raiders. I'm sure some of you have already been here from Team Kayla's amazing raids, but if you haven't, hey, let's play a short video and tell you what the stream's all about. That'll be fun, right? Yeah, it looks fun, Team Kayla. I gotta try that. That's like, it does look fun. It looks like super awesome exercise gamification, and I'm here for that. Anyway, yeah, let's run a video real quick. Thank you, Kayla. I call the big one Bitey. This guy's nothing. You're nothing. I so knew that was coming.
Hey, it's a wild boar.
Have you the skill to hunt one of those down?
Wait, what? You don't understand. Rolling is what we do here. Wait, no, what? No! Oh my god, I accidentally hit teleport. Oh my god. I was almost to the exit. What? What the? What is this? What is happening here? What? I summoned a giant shroom to heal my opponent for 30,000 HP. Now this is scary. Oh, this has a health bar. Okay. Alright. I felt like I had a lot of interaction with that boss, and it was a meaningful, it was very meaningful. Okay. I hate controller mapping. Oh my god. Oh hey, yeah, I bet you think you're really cool, huh? Dude, I'm tripping out, man. Why? Why does this exist? Alright, anyway, we're back to Metroid here. Great to see you all chat. Thanks again, Team Kayla, for the raid. Super appreciate that. Welcome on in, everybody who came in and was confused while we were rolling the video reel. I want to make a new one for 2022. We've had so much more cool stuff happen since the original reel was conceived. Danger Dan is here. Leaf, how you doing? Welcome. We just got rolling, and Team Kayla already rated us. Team Kayla is rapidly approaching GOATY of 2022. They do call me Danger Dan. It's been a pretty action-packed day over here. Between my fridge and packing. A great entry in the series. You know, Might, I have not played since, I haven't finished a game since Super Metroid. Certainly I played Prime and some of the other ones, but, like, they didn't do it for me. So this is pretty cool to be back to. A very unusual take, though, it feels in some respects. We'll see how I feel about it later. Wait, what? That was like a boss face. Dude, Leaf. I can't believe it. They just replaced that. Oh. Uh-oh. Wait. Wait. Chat, don't touch me. That's right, Leaf. I didn't. Wait, what is this crap? Leaf! Leaf, help me! Oh god. Wait, what the hell am I... Okay, okay, okay. Oh, alright. Yo, what's up? What do I do? Heh. Come on, buddy, I play Dark Souls. You're not gonna hit me with that crap. I can't hit this guy, though. That's becoming the problem. Okay. Okay, so he hit me with it. I deserve that. Do I just keep shooting this dongle? It's a USB dongle. Uh-oh. What's he doing now? Wait. Oh, God. Okay, okay, okay. What now? What? I didn't expect that. Whatever. Whatever. Okay, okay, okay. Oh. Wait, we have to do this first, right? Oh my god, I hate this so much. I mean, Leaf, I'm not reading chat because I'm trying to figure out the fight, but... Okay, it's a large water creature. Which we normally are fans of here. We like manatees. We like whales. We like other sea mammals. And Crater, you know what? I don't know what it looks like inside of its thingy yet, so I don't know if we want to adopt it. It might be really repulsive. I'm guessing it is. Yeah, we got Mario Party thanks to Winter, who gifted that to me earlier. So that's something else we'll have on deck shortly. Okay, I'm drowning. Drowning. Okay. I don't know. Wait, no. It seems like I accidentally activated the stupid. Oh my god. You know what sucks in this game? The buttons. There are too many different button commands for different things. I can only keep one. Contra or Metal Slug? I keep Metal Slug. It's not that the fact that the buttons are an issue. There are too many different button commands that are unnecessary. What's up? Be here all night. Not really reading chat while I'm doing this, obviously, so talk amongst yourselves. It's been a very interesting day for me so far. What I am sure will be a very interesting month. No, Zen, that has nothing to do with it. Let's see what we got. Just because the game has more mechanics than roll and swing. That's correct, I agree. There can be many more commands. You want what, Crater? Oh, a stream deck. Cool. I hope you... Yeah, those are available, right? No, I certainly did not, Barry. I attempted to parry that one. Some god tier gamer likes in the chat, okay? Sometimes bosses take multiple times. Okay, what the hell was that? So yeah, I just had to get used to it. Like I said, you know, hey, you just gotta get used to parry timing. It's tough because you don't know when they're gonna do it on your first attempt. Crater, I'm okay hurting it. It was not a friendly individual. Yeah, dude, Aplo, I'm mauling so hard. I didn't even get anything for that. Man, that boss was dumb. Oh my god, really? No, Apple, that's in a different game. That's in Hunt Showdown. Did you know Hunt Showdown has period authentic pieces? And 17 different types of ammunition. And that's what I'm talking about. Wait, how did I not even get anything for that? Hold the phone. We're going back. There's no way to do it. You have to go back. Just like Metroid? You know, I guess technically Metroid does have, you know, period authentic weaponry, considering they can make anything up they want. Oh, come on. No, I just don't think I should have to, like, use, like... I got, like, 10 different things bound to... I have to, like, hold down, like, 10 different buttons to do anything. There had to have been a better way to implement it. Okay, kill the boss. So what? I guess I'm glad I came back for the missiles anyway, right? Oh no, wait, I can't get these either now, huh? Must need like a water suit. I mean, mean, they're allowed to do that, and I can think that it's too many freaking buttons. Not that it's too many buttons, it's too many buttons at the same time. Oh, come the freak on. I'm mauling really hard right now. Barenia. I hate Barenia. Gavaran. You know, maybe we should wait on going to Gavaran. Let's check that door. Do you like the level designs? You know, not particularly, Pretend this one. I do like that we're back in 2D Metroid. Okay, before anybody gets mad at me. You know what? The level designs I don't think are terrible. It's the map. The map makes you not want to go back and do Metroidvania-style things, which is, of course, you know, backtracking to go get power-ups and stuff. Like, I have not been inclined to do that because the map is absolutely inscrutable. And you can just be like, Dan, you're dumb. Fine. Fair. But, it doesn't make me want to go explore. At all. I know, Leaf. Isn't that amazing? By the way, Super Metroid is, like, in the top 5 games of all time. I'm telling you my opinions in real time. One of these days, you know, I'll do a stream treat for you guys and I'll break out my review notebook. Thought the map was innovative. No, I mean, hey, listen, maps are tough. No joke, right? But I find the map pretty lackluster in this one. I don't get a sense of what I need to go. You know, I thought Ender Lilies did a really good job, actually. I know. Before Hollow Knight gets brought up, it's not perfect either in that game. But in this game, I don't know. It's like trying to read a menu at like one of those completely offbeat places, like in Japan when you go there, you know, and you just like you go walk down like 4 different alleys. Nobody there speaks English. You just point at things on the menu. Sure, it still tastes good, but you have no idea what you're eating. Are you excited for the PC release of Monster Hunter Rise? Yeah, moderately. I'm excited about playing Rise, yeah. I mean, honestly, you know, Rise, to me, in a preview sense, always felt like it was just like, you know, hey, the Switch needs something. Wait, what the hell? I remember you. Oh my god! You like Rise more than World? Well, looking forward to trying it. I'll have to pick that one up. I also, again, Winter provided a copy of Mario Party for the stream too, so we're gonna check that out too. But obviously we have Metroid percolating now. That's an interesting comment. I found myself doing that. To my dismay, actually. I feel like I should be going back and getting things that maybe I missed. Jesus. Alright, let's do a stream raid. I need a break. Like, I find myself, like, at this point, like, I'm like, oh, yeah, I remember I got bomb now, and I got, like, the grappling hook and all the pulley and all that other fun stuff. I'm like, well, I should go back to these areas. I haven't. I've just been following the you know, the straight line the game's given to me, because, honestly, it's really bewildering to go back and try to, like, parse all those rooms. Like, I've got tons of stuff, but I haven't gone back and done any of it. Rich, I hope you're feeling better. And, you know, I'm not hating. I'm just telling you what I feel in real time. I am malding a little bit, though. I'll tell you that. After today, I am definitely malding. That's good, Rich. And that doesn't have anything to do with Metroid. BT dubs. Today I packed a lot of clothes, and then my refrigerator broke. After having it replaced, like within the last month. So that was really cool. And by cool, I mean not cool. You know, Xeno, I feel the exact same way. But that's not like Metroid, right? Because like there's tons of things that I missed, right? Missiles, E-tanks, whatever. It's all out there, and like I feel like I should go back to get them. But I also feel that it's not encouraging me to do so. Oh, this is... Okay. Which one's the one I can carry? Got two different things. Oh my god. You like to look at different biomes? I upload... Normally I do in games that have biomes. Metroid's one of those games. I haven't really felt that way in this one. Arjun, I'm glad that you think I have a house. I'll be getting a new apartment. And yeah, it'll have crown molding, sure. Okay, I can't parry that one. And it takes half my life. Alright. What is the tell? So if he does the sparky sparks, the red sparks mean I can't parry it. I've felt pretty lost the whole way, you know, except that, like, again, if I just keep going in the canonical direction, it seems to be fine. Jump the red sparks either. Fine. It might be, Apollo. It's pretty hardcore for a Switch game, I'll tell you that. Yeah, I agree with that statement. But hardcore doesn't necessarily mean good in my book, but we'll see. Thanks, Rich. Thanks for being here. You know what? People have been telling me that I would love the new Assassin's Creed stuff. I haven't touched any of it. I haven't played an Assassin's Creed game since Black Flag. tried some recent Far Cry's. I played 5. Wait, this is Emmy territory. I can tell by the biome. Right, chat? Metroid Dread is the hardest 2D Metroid game you've played. It does seem to really, you know, I don't have a problem with tough games. I like tough games, generally. This is definitely tuned a lot more challenging than, as Chad had already noticed, like, it seems odd for a Switch game, right? Especially one that's designed to, like, you know, bring the Metroid series back, so to speak.
Uploading data.
Then again, I haven't played a game. I haven't played Metroid since like Metroid Prime 2, probably.
This area, Gathering, appears to be an underground forest. The Emmy have been deactivated, but Ravenbeak still desires the Metroid DNA within you. I have reviewed the video log of your encounter after your arrival.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
You were no match for him then. You are no match for him now. It is true that you have recovered many of your combat abilities. However, my analysis suggests that you would not be a worthy adversary for him, not even at full power. One thing still eludes me. Why did Ravenbeak spare you during that encounter? Something
I don't know,
must
probably
have
because you
motivated
needed
him.
my DNA to create Metroids. You already told me that. Dumb ball. Xeno, that's true. That's certainly true. I don't know if that, like, from a design perspective, though, they go into it with that in mind. I mean, I agree. The collective, you know, the collective humanity plays games together now more than ever. Even if they're single-player games, you know? I agree with that. Oh, Rezer, what's up? Wait, I thought I killed this stupid thing. That's a big whale. I think it's pretty challenging, like, mechanically. The enemy fights so far are very, you know, honestly, they're kind of like old school NES kind of things, right? Figure out when to do a thing, do it. It's been challenging for me to use, like, all my abilities at the same time. I know, it's not like, you know, again, I don't know, Xenon, how much you spent time in this channel. I think you might have just been here for Metroid, but we play stuff like, you know, so classically, what would classically be considered more challenging games available today. And yeah, this is a lot more challenging than I would expect from a Switch game. Sure. Mr. Ryan, well, welcome. And that's not like a like, you know, a disc to the Switch or anything. It's just a little unusual for, like, you know, the family platform. Your favorite combat of any Nintendo game? Okay. That's kind of ridiculous. All right. Intermets. That's a really bold claim. The best combat of any Nintendo game? I mean, looking back historically, no, come on. Oh, it's cold in here. TMNT? That's about it. Okay, wait. Do I have to go through the cold room? I don't think I can. Oh, this was a bad idea, wasn't it? Ooh. Battletoads was ridiculously hard, yes. I think of all the NES games, I think Battletoads is the hardest one. Just because of the cycle part. Now granted, the rest of that game was no joke either. I don't know how many of you have actually played Battletoads. That game is really hard. And as far as Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles goes, once you memorize the water stuff, it wasn't that bad. I mean, the rest of the game is hard too. Everything in the Nintendo days is hard. Much harder than this. Much harder than anything we've played today, honestly. Because, honestly, like, if those games weren't as hard as they were, they'd probably be like 10 minutes long. So that was definitely a factor. So that, like, I mean, to a point, they were intentionally repetitive to make you have to play it many times in order to understand what you had to do. Yes, the jet ski level in Battletoads is famous. The underwater level in Ninja Turtles is famous. Wait, what the hell? Wait. Oh, for Christ's sakes. What? This is back where I got bombs. Yeah, Xenon, thank you. This is where you start getting lost. Hey, I'm already lost. Jacob Basil, if you're lost all the time, are you ever really lost? Clearly we gotta go back to Gavarin, right? Not all who wander are lost. Interesting. Yeah. I too like Lord of the Rings. You know who else likes Lord of the Rings? A guy named Yutaka Miyazaki. I bet he's got some cool things to say about Elden Ring. Who knows, though? Alright, how do we get past that? You were lost once for a few hours. I mean, hey, I get it. It's a Metroidvania. You get lost. It happens. I'm not holding that against it. When does Elden Ring drop? Next month. So wait, is the game suggesting to me that I have to go back with my newfound abilities? This could be the case. Legend of Zelda 2 was harder than this? Probably. NES era games were incredibly difficult, but Difficult is not a one-size-fits-all thing, right? For most of NES games, they were incredibly difficult, but a lot of that was just rote memorization. Instruction manuals? I mean, we don't even have instruction manuals anymore. Nobody wants to spend that money on that paper. Great Rune, hey, what's up? Ah, this might be useful. The super missile. Why not? Okay, so it's just missiles. Sweet. Yeah, I didn't miss it, chat, before you say I'm dumb. Yeah, I can break the green doors now. The green doors that conveniently just showed up. That require a super missile break. Yeah, cover stories, they're not random. I mean, I know when the next cover gets announced, but I don't think I can tell you yet. They're not random. I do not know that we have a publicly available schedule, though, so stay tuned. You missed instruction and booklets. I do too, this one. So there's a double edge to that. Basically, instruction booklets are expensive. Probably not the biggest factor, though. The instruction manual has essentially been added to the gameplay at this point, as tutorials developed over the years. You go back to an NES game, there is no tutorial. Because the Great Rune, the concept of putting the instruction booklet in the first hour of the game as an instructional gameplay segment, really, that came later. Now, it has nothing to do with how rich they are, Great Rune. Like any other business, you know. Why have a cost that you do not need? And yeah, I remember an incredible instruction manual. Love them. You miss the taste of Grandma's baked beans? Me too. Well, yeah, well, Pretendus one, I mean, that's not... I understand. I like physical stuff too. The world has changed. Timmu, what's up? Don't you say ciao when you're leaving? Not when you get here? Might be off. Before self... That's not too much info. I mean, I used to read instruction manuals in the bathroom too. I'm sure we all did. That was a different time. Rich, I really do hope you feel better soon. But it was a different world, man. Like, we have cell phones now. Times have changed. We've changed. Maps and booklets and stuff like that, those are a luxury item now. Like a collectible. Yulun. Man. Alright, let's go. War never changes? You know, war changes too. You know, Dr. Mono, I do believe that there's a game that is going to be better than Bloodborne. Spoiler alert, it's not Starfield. I don't know enough about Starfield. Oh, that's very funny, Zen. Listen, Sekiro is really cool, and I think a good game. A great game, even. When From misses, it's still a big hit. Do I use a Trapper Keeper? I have not used a Trapper Keeper since 4th grade, 5th grade. Oh, I'm sorry, Great Rune. I don't know what those are. What if Elden Ring is bad? What if it's not? Eyeball monsters. Dan will be in an RE game this year. This year? I mean, if COVID was not a factor, I'd say yes. But I don't know what I can't promise. I can't say that yes for sure given the state of the world. But I would say that you could expect that under normal circumstances. I know that's not what that's valuable to hear, but it's silly to go on the to make predictions these days that don't have caveats for the way the world is. COVID hates RE. You know, Posh Dolphin, you're not wrong. It hates RE and a lot of other video game franchises. I don't know. Sorry, Great Rune. I don't know anything about that. Dragon's Dogma 2 this year? Yeah, I think so. I think, based on nothing at all except my own speculation, that Dragon's Dogma 2 has probably been in the works for quite some time, and we were probably meant to see it last year. So I think this year sounds like the correct timetable. That said, anything can happen. Nobody expected Omicron and all everything that's every day it's a new nightmare, right? So oh, that wasn't very nice of this guy. Ah, that was really not nice. An X-parasite mimicking an enemy. Wait. What? Absorb it. Oh, nice, okay. I get it now. You could have just said kill enemy, get stuff, like, you know, the rest of the game. I am aware of the concept of an X-parasite lead, even if I'm not up to date on the specifics. And I already told you I didn't play Fusion, so. What if you got to that door without a missile? That'd be pretty scary. Okay. Let me guess. I can now open some more rocks that I have not been able to open. Damage robotic enemies without the need to charge. And destroy plasma beam covers. What the hell is that? Oh, yeah, naturally. Okay. Oh, that's handy. As for Breath of the Wild 2, again, I do think that could be this year, yeah. There are... The game industry and all of its lovely secrets, like... Game dev has been incredibly impacted by COVID, as has the whole world, obviously, right? But those pipelines are just so completely effed up with COVID in play. Yeah, I can see Breath of the Wild 2 happening this year, but it depends. Switch Pro? I mean, I still waiting for confirmation on the Switch Pro, you know? It would be nice, you're right. It would be a nice launch title for a more powerful Switch platform. But I don't believe Nintendo has ever said anything about Switch Pro. Sony answered the Game Pass coming this year. They have to be very careful. Business talk here. Xbox has insane first mover advantage on Xbox Game Pass. So PlayStation's answer, it's got to be really good. I think they do have to get it out fast, though, for sure, before market share continues to develop on Game Pass with all of Xbox's studios coming online and creating content exclusively for it. Great, when I have that. Oh my God, what is happening? Oh my God, this music is really scary. Bloodborne? Am I just playing Bloodborne right now? Why can't you be parried? Dash, Dr. Mono, how many buttons do you want me to use? Jesus. I already have to hit 3 buttons just to shoot a missile. No, that dash did not work. Man, I need like 75 different buttons to do one attack in this game. Bloodborne is Metroidvania? No. When is Sluxon coming out? This year, I think. Should you start at Final Fantasy IV or start at 1? Depends what you want. There's really no story in 1, 2, and 3. 4 is better. 1 is very rudimentary. It really depends. Why are you playing the games, I guess is my question. Then I can better answer. going for historical context, we'll start with 1. Remaster, obviously. No, I can't. I can't. Predible, we might include the dash after about a half an hour of attempts. Right now, trying to work it in is getting me hit. Oh, this attempt's totally wasted. Time for a stream raid. Winter, hey, good evening. I already called you out earlier for your awesome contribution of Mario Party and more. But thank you again. Thanks to Edmund Redrod. Nintendo ports Xeno X during the Switch lifespan? Absolutely. They love doing that. If Nintendo has a game that I don't have to buy 7 or 8 times to play, then they're not doing it right. We all know that. Dash is handy for these guys. Probably. Miyazaki already gave Elden Ring runtime. Maybe he did, maybe he didn't. I haven't seen that. I expect it to be very big. That makes sense, you know. Yeah, I too have played Hollow Knight, but what's having the problem for me right now? Obviously, we'll beat it. We'll beat everything, but for me right now, it's just that it requires too many different buttons to press at different times. Fundamentals win ball games, so that's what I'm going to focus on for now. And after a lot more of attempts, then we'll change it up. They have not announced whether Elden Ring will have DLC or not. I would guess no. But I wouldn't be surprised to see it at the same time. I wasn't ready for it. I don't know what when a cutscene happens in this game, I don't know whether the boss is dead or I'm gonna get a parry cutscene. So ridiculous. Snacktooth, I assume that they will have optional bosses like Aimless King in the core game. I didn't know to expect I thought the boss was dead. It's a cutscene. It's a freaking cutscene. I mean, I'm not worried about getting it. I will get it. That's just how it goes. I didn't even get hit once that time. Just takes practice. Right. Is it a cool monster? Not so sure about that. You're damn right, Pretendus one. Wait, when was I raging? You do understand, you've been on this channel before, you understand the concept of learning a fight, right? Crater, I need to find an artist, okay? That's the barrier. I would love to make some Souls Daddy merch. That'd be awesome as hell. For an artist. Firming givers never learn fights, they just get upset for the controller that's being fight. I've seen that happen. So I guess that's not entirely wrong. The Emmys are weird. I don't know what the design decision around the Emmys was. I don't quite get it. Rich, we need a lot of things, okay? I need an artist. If you know one that's good, let me know, please. I used to have the most amazing one on commission, and not doing it anymore. And I need that for Souls Daddy merch, I need that for the start screen, I need it for a lot of stuff, so... Batman symbol to get up there. Whew. Anyway, thanks for being here tonight, folks. I hope you're enjoying the show. I hope you enjoyed watching me mauled on that last boss. want a sloppy Joe. Hell yeah. Food to the people right there. Sloppy Joe Street. Maybe if you're good. Maybe if you're good someday. I mean, you'll have the whole seat, but you only need the edge. Where the hell am I supposed to go now? I don't know. Favor. No Rich, no bologna sandwich, but I will allow the sloppy Joe. Leaf, it was a Deathless run, you know? First time playing Deathless run, that's what we had going on here. We also have Mario Party now, which is sweet. I can't wait to play that. Unironically. Wait. Trader, I appreciate, by the way, the effort for Souls Daddy. No, Dr. Mono, it's a gift from community member Winter. Picked it up on the Amazon wishlist for the community. Mustard on your sloppy? Hey, as long as it's not ketchup. Mustard's acceptable in a lot of different things. Oh no. Oh no, the Emmys are back. No, and I was really liking things without them so much. Do 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 do. Mustard is a top tier condiment? It is. It absolutely is. I don't even think that's debatable. Fine, I guess I can't kill you.
Uploading data.
The X have been released from their confinement. They have now scattered across the planet. This is no doubt the work of Ravenbeak.
Dastardly Ravenbeak.
His motives are still a mystery. But your Metroid DNA grants you immunity to the X parasites.
Horseradish.
You can even absorb them.
Not for me.
Perhaps it was some kind of message.
Posh Dolphin.
Regardless,
You know.
the X are here. They are overrunning the planet. They must be destroyed. Hurry to your ship, Samus. I trust you will make it here safely.
He didn't tell me where to go. Oh man, X-Parasites have changed everything. Oh man, I hope there's not a new Emmy. Zen, I know that, but he didn't tell me where the ship was. I mean, that just looked like a bomb wall, right? Like, of course, it doesn't look like I can do this. I don't think I have any interaction here without gravity suit, right? Or whatever the underwater suit. Or not. Maybe I can't go up here. Ah yes, the ancient burbs that rule over all. Okay. Eyeball thing. I've learned we kill eyeball things to get Emmy things. This I have learned. And look at it, even tells me how to get there. That's very kind of it. Oh god, the Emmy's coming! Oh, now we're back in the water. Wait. Oh yeah, give me all those plasmoids. Oh man, this is ugly. I hate this. Oh no, Mr. X is probably in here. Oh, he is. Oh god. Such gameplay, such wow. Just got Metal Gear Samus coming at you. Yeah, Rich, you can. Not normally though. Like we have to get a thing. Okay. Okay. Rich, the enemies can only be killed by a special weapon we get from, like, the mini-boss of his own. Otherwise, they're kind of like Mr. X. You can't kill them. You might be able to get away. But until you kill the boss and get like a special Omega Beam, you cannot defeat them under normal circumstances. Hello. I thought you were going to give me something to parry. You didn't, though. Oh, that's good. Okay. Oh no, where am I now? Man, I don't know about you, but I was about getting ready to go malding on that one. Damn you, weird tree husk thing. What blocks are those? Oh, hello. Spin boost. What that? Jump once more during a spin jump. Press B at the right time during a spin jump. When used underwater, cannot gain more height over the first jump without the gravity suit. The gravity suit gets mentioned a lot. Yet I do not have it. No, this is a double jump, right? So that's good. Not really, it doesn't count for underwater though. WB launched all 4 games for this year. Lego, Harry Potter, Gotham Knights, and Suicide Squad. All of them? Yes. But again, you have to account for what I was talking about earlier. How in the world am I supposed to get back out of here? There will be a lot of releases this year. Again, when I say that, I must put the caveat in about COVID, sadly. Because it really does. It's changed everything. In the world and in games. Moment. I'll tell you what I'm intrigued by, finding my way out of this pit. No, it doesn't work underwater, yo. See? I don't have the gravity suit. Oh man, the rumored Superman game. I remember that. I remember every month they would say that was the next Game Informer cover. It was always hilarious. Oh yeah, that was always the rumor, every month. Okay, I can't extend past that, I gotcha. Then it was, that one was always funny because it was like every month somebody would say that was the rumor, and it would be all over Reddit, and it's just so funny. Atari Superman? Yeah, that's old school as hell. I've tried a super missile on Dr. Mono, it doesn't work. Oh, great. Another. Wait, we already killed this guy! Okay, we'll do one more Dirty 30 on the clock for the awesome folks here tonight. Thank you again for coming, and I hope you're enjoying this Metroid playthrough. Metroid Dread. General Grievous? Kinda, yeah. It's more like very Stargate vibes for me. Hey, the super missile broke that guy, right? Hey, I had trouble with the first one because I had to learn the moveset. That guy would like to do the other, like, you know, squirt the tar crap a little bit more, but same basic moveset, so we can handle that. We already, you know, learned the fight, so. And yeah, we're gonna put a Dirty 30 on the clock. How's that sound? You love the Stargate movie? I love Stargate. I do too, yeah. I also have not seen SG-1 much at all, even though it has MacGyver in it, who's one of my faves. But yeah, we're only going to do one more Dirty 30 tonight. Not because it's a school night, but because I've had some other RL issues that require attention. Things just love to happen at the worst times. Anyway, let's go! You hit a dead end in Bloodborne last night? No, you didn't. No, you didn't! Who's MacGyver? MacGyver is awesome. If you don't know what MacGyver is, MacGyver has been very influential to me in my life. I highly recommend MacGyver. It was a rather campy 80s show with a great message. Played by Richard Dean Anderson. Great show. Okay. No platform. Okay. No platform. That's true, there was no Goth MacGyver. That is true, Gretel. Hey, I wasn't a goth forever, okay? Although I still do like, you know, goth-adjacent things. Okay. Okay, I hate this place. I totally hate this place. I hit that. I hit that. I don't know why. It didn't give me credit. Okay. Guess we're not doing that. Yo, Pongbot. Thank you so much for the gifted sub. I appreciate that. Paying for the gift sub you got from Gladys. Your first gift sub of the community. Thanks, Pong. Big Boss, how you doing? I am malding extremely hard. You missed a lot of boss fights tonight. But hey, they'll be on the VOD. The YouTube upload on these on Metroid should start very shortly. Within the next few days after I finish uploading Bloodborne. If you're not already subscribed to YouTube, try it. You might like it. That's where I do all of our uploads for our full playthroughs. And there might be some other surprises coming to YouTube soon as well. Anyway. Oh my god, what the Alright, we'll just go back down through then. Is that the strategy? No, we can't. We can't, there's a thing there. I'm malding, Errol, and I'm malding really bad. Anyway, Big Boss, great to have you here. MacGyver is the best berry, I agree. Oh wait, we actually connected that time. Double jump is friend. Double jump is friend. Only Dans? We do not currently have an Only Dans, and there are no plans to create an Only Dans at this time. Yeah, we're gonna have all the episodes are all going on YouTube. That was it. I don't know why it didn't go. I pulled it. I pulled it. Why didn't it go? Now I'm just straight up mauling. Double jump have a cooldown I don't know about because it doesn't seem to want to do it all the time. Oh, I have to time it. Oh. Okay. Oh man, I'm mauling now. Oh, good, we're back to the Emmy room. This is where I wanted to be, more than anything. I mean, I did that on purpose. I wanted to hit this thing. Nothing. Did you just know that I was just too much of a badass for it to handle, or what? Okay, I got it now. I have to time the screw attack. can't just tap it whenever I please. It has to be timed. Rich, they're Sub-Zero. One Sub-Zero. Now. Just 0. Get over here? I mean, true. Of course, I was not referring to the to Mortal Kombat Sub-Zero there, Pratible, but I do like Mortal Kombat. The video game movie is good. What did the eyeball ever do to me? Posh, they put the creatures in front of me and I kill them. Okay, that's, you know, it's not mine to reason. Come with a reason why. Oh yeah, I gotta just. Oh god, this whole thing. All right, what? This button. And then that button, and then this button. Crater, it's a whole thing. Bacon, you're not wrong, man. I am mauling super hard. Oh my god, freaking die. God. Did I hate using Zangief because of the rotation combos? No, I hated using Zangief because in SF2 he was bad. The 360s on the joystick weren't that bad, actually. Especially if you were in the arcade. They were much harder on the on an SNES controller. That's not. This is top tier gameplay right here. Don't try this at home, kids. I mean, yeah, Rich, it's a scary monster. He kills you. That is how it works, Crater, yes. Yeah, well, it's being installed, Posh. It's being installed. That is rough. You defeated Rom. That's good. Bongbot, that's awesome. Rom is a tough customer. Rom is definitely one of the bosses. A lot of people struggle on the first time. I sure did. He's got his moveset requires like very differential thinking than many of the other fights you've had to that point in the game. Yeah, Pongbot, it's an interesting boss. Not the Emmy. Rom. Ice missile. Freeze targets. Okay. Yeah, well, I see some willies in chat. That's always nice to see. Oh, we're going, Pong. We're going. Big Willie style, yeah. Truth. Oh, wow, I can finally kill these things. Are Samus and Mega Man friends? I think so. I'd be surprised if they weren't, frankly. Wait, what? We just killed a boss, didn't we? Oh man, what is this? What the hell is this? This is Metroid? Oh, good. I was wondering what I was playing. Zen, thank you for letting me and chat know that we are playing Metroid. With full eye on hold. Wait, what? The YouTube play button to activate? Excuse me? What even button is that? I'm not even joking. I don't even know what button that is. The right D-pad. Understood. Power button on console. That's good. That's very good, Bacon. Man, they got me breaking out the D-pad too. Jeez. Azelle, have a great night. Thank you so much for coming, as always. D-pad. It is the D-pad. We have confirmed it's the D-pad. And also we've confirmed that Azelle's going to sleep. How is missile form? Alright, you know what? Screw it. I'm not getting the missile. I don't want them. I don't need them. Oh, Ferenia, my favorite. Okay. I do hope everyone's having a good time here tonight. We are playing through, obviously, the entirety of Metroid Dread. And episodes will start hitting YouTube, I think in like 2 days. If you've missed any particular one episode. I'm still uploading the Bloodborne playthrough, but I think I'll finish uploading that and get Metroid Episode 1 up tomorrow. And then we'll have one episode after that every day. I had my refrigerator die today on me, so taking care of some various things. But what you should know is that I'll be back playing at the same time tomorrow. With the same extreme caliber of skill that you saw tonight. So, hey, consider following, consider liking, consider sharing, all the fun stuff. So, Winter, the fridge warranty, yeah, it's covered by, I mean, I live in an apartment, so it's, you know, it's the landlord's responsibility. I don't have to worry about that part of it. I do have to worry about what I had in the fridge at the time of its passing, so to speak. Well, Pong, like I said, I don't care about the fridge, right? It's not my responsibility. However, I did have some cold-sensitive items in it, including food, obviously, but other than food, more important than food. Barry, I agree. First dog ate my groceries, and then it's just, I don't know. And then with the move on top of it, it's been wild. Anyway.
It was likely destroyed in the chaos.
It doesn't actually cover that winter.
That would match what Quiet Road said.
I looked into that the first time my fridge died.
They have turned it into a hive. I have also detected the presence of an unusually powerful axe. Recall that the enemy in
Barry,
this
it's
area
alright.
could see through terrain and
You know what? Remember, it wasn't the dog's fault.
electric
It's the
shock.
owner's fault. The Emmy can see through terrain. Oh, that's good.
My sensors indicate this enemy has been reactivated. We can assume that Ravenbeak is behind this too. Make good use of the Phantom Cloak and you should have nothing
I've been finding
to
the
fear.
big since Crade. Pradible, have I?
Be careful, Samus.
There was the squid clam thing. Winter, don't worry about it. We fought the squid clam, right? And we fought those, like, Chozo warriors. Those are bosses, right? Purple is a fruit. I mean, the dog thing was more surprising. The fridge breaking again. That's really weird. Because I just had to replace it a few months ago, right? I'm sure chat remembers the first time my fridge broke. That's when I became obsessive about fridges. And I got a bunch of thermometers that I stick in my fridges now. And sure enough, it caught this one too. Prattle, you know, hey, I don't know if the game has optional bosses, but we're playing through the whole game, so you won't miss any bosses. I'm aware, Pong. I'm aware. And I've been in this apartment for 8 years, so the first one dying, you know, maybe not that unusual, but then I had to replace it within months. We had another fridge death. And again, if it was just food, I probably wouldn't mind so much, but I had some other rather important items in it that required cooling. I mean, most people on the street know I'm a type 1 diabetic, so insulin is kept chilled so it doesn't break down. Freaking Emmys, man. You know, these don't have timing you can learn, I don't think. It's just ridiculous. I try. okay, there wasn't even anything down there. Oh god. Go away. Yes, of course. That will happen, Camo. I am, it's been great working with JDRF on diabetes charity, and I think of all the charities, like, that I could be doing, that is the one that's, like, you know, obviously I think a ton of charities are good causes, but I think that one has a personal touch, so it's one I plan to continue to support. Pongbot, you know, the Emmys are super weird. I would love to hear the design decision behind having these Emmys. Like, I don't really care, like, either way. Like, it's not... I don't think it's compelling Metroid gameplay. It doesn't have to be, right? You're allowed to change the formula. But these segments are not interesting to me, personally. I also don't think, like, you know, I'm not gonna be like, wow, they ruined the game. No. But it's a very deliberate design choice, and I think it's very bizarre. Everything else has its, like, roots in core Metroid. Like I said, I don't particularly like the mapping. I don't feel like I've ever gone back yet once to go get things that I need to get. Just because I don't really want to lose my place, if that makes sense. Like, I'm reading a book. And, like, if I go back to Garbadia or whatever, I'm going to completely lose sight of where I am in Zingle Dingle Land and then lose my spot. And then I'll be like, wow, where the hell am I supposed to go? But yeah, I don't find... I will say right now, I don't find the Emmys particularly compelling. They're a very odd design choice for me as far as, like, you know, as a classic Metroid player. But again, as Leaf has pointed out, I've missed quite a few entries in the series. Like, I have a lot of different tools to open stuff up at this point, and I have not gone back even a single time. But this is where the adventure will have to continue tomorrow, folks. Because we're out of time. And yeah, normally, yeah, I'd put another Dirty 30 on the clock merrily, okay? But I got a couple of different, I'm dealing with a couple of different situations right now. But we'll be back tomorrow evening, same time, same channel. It's been amazing having you here. I hope people will come and join us for the rest of the playthrough. We also play other fine quality games here, in between full playthroughs. No, thank you, everybody. I do appreciate it a ton. Thanks for bearing with me over the next month or so. You know, I don't expect that we'll have to cancel any streams for the move or anything, but, you know, if a dog eats my computer, then I don't know what I'm going to do. Yeah, Big Boss, if you noticed, there was mad malding going on. Pretentious one, I think you can look at Willy pictures. You know what I should do? I should post some Willy pictures in Discord to tide people over. Willy being the West Highland White Terrier, my dog. He's adorable. And tomorrow we will have... Guess what? We'll have another stream. I mean, Camu just posted it. A lot of people use the Willy emote, Rich. Okay. Who should we raid? We got options. Man, we got lots of options. Is this what happens when you stop streaming early? Rich, I know. Hey, that's why we have the Discord, so you can stay in the loop even if you're not making it to the stream. But I appreciate that. I'll see if I can find a Willy pic that I can post for Discord. Until then, folks, I will see you tomorrow. If you just discovered the stream tonight, I hope my gameplay was interesting to you. This is a completely unknown playthrough, so I have no knowledge of what's going on at all, which I think makes for a more interesting play in a lot of times. Watching me figure things out. Oh my god. Of course, now I get raided, right? No, I can't. We already have the raid up, Prime. The raid is already going. I would. I really would. Under normal circumstances, I would. Nickel, it's great to be here. Thank you for showing up. I appreciate it. Assassinator, thank you so much for the raid. I appreciate it a ton. We already had a raid going. Yes, Assassinator, we are. We're already heading out. We had it queued up here, so it's great to see you, and I hope your stream went well. But we are about to be outie. But I do appreciate it a ton. We'll see you tomorrow night, folks. Have a great evening.